Hello again. Welcome to my kitchen. It's me, Charlene. My hair is back. My hands are washed. Let's get to cooking. We're gonna make what did I decide on? Egg rolls, sweet rice. There was something else. I'll remember it later. But for now, we've got some chopping to do. Let's get to it. I got I had another peeler, so I used that to peel my carrot. And now, I don't know how fine I want it. I know I want it finer than this. Maybe I'll just run a knife through it after I get done shredding it. So, shred one carrot. And this is going to be the filling for my egg rolls. Okay, and I don't have one of those cutting gloves, so I'm going to stop right there so I don't shred my fingers. I will just manually shred this. And there we go. Just as good. Okay, set that aside. Oh, y'all, my hand has been itching, and I don't know why. I'm going to wash my hands and see if that helps. Okay, I washed my hands. That didn't really help. Now I'm going to chop up this cabbage. I only need 2 cups. But this is very small cabbage. Although I have to say, I was surprised I was able to get this cabbage at all, because I got this at Dollar General. I went in there and looked. I was hoping for the pre-shredded cabbage or the coleslaw mix. No, they didn't have that. So I thought, well, okay, I can do my own if they have a cabbage. And I got to looking and I saw lettuce, but I didn't see cabbage. And I thought, wait a minute, let me check the tags on the shelf. One said lettuce, and right next to it said cabbage. So I was like, because like I said, all I saw was lettuce, and it was marked whether it was lettuce or cabbage on the package that this was in, and all I saw was lettuce. So I moved 2 or 3 of those heads of lettuce out of the way, and guess what was hiding behind them? Yep, this little bitty head of cabbage. So I was happy I didn't have to go all the way into town, because Dollar General is like 3 minutes from me, and going into town it would take me 15 minutes to get to the nearest place that would have cabbage. So I'm a happy camper. Yes, I did pay a little more for it, but that's okay. Like I said, at least I didn't have to go all the way into town. Okay. I might as well chop up the rest of this head, because we'll use it for other things, and it needs to be chopped up like this for the other things I'm going to use it for, like coleslaw. Maybe I'll make that tomorrow. Okay, I'll bring you back when I've got this all chopped up. Okay, I'm done with the cabbage. So now I'm gonna I'm gonna clean 3 green onions and chop them up. And then we'll be ready to start cooking. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get these chopped up. All right. Okay. Let's move over to the stove and start cooking. All right. We are just about ready to start cooking. So I'm going to add a little bit of oil to my pan. Turn some heat on, let it heat up. And I'm going to use some home canned pork. I canned it myself back in November. There we go. That's what you want to hear. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm going to dump the liquid out of this. Most of it. Okay. Okay. I'm annoying myself with that one. Now, that piece was a little big. While that's heating up, yes, the fire is on. I'm going to break up these chunks. Okay, recipe says 1/2 pound of meat. That's so you can, it's a money-saving cookbook that I got this recipe from. So since my jar, that was the smallest jar of pork I had, so it was more like 1.5 pounds. I'm going to keep all the other ingredients the same amounts, but yeah, I've got a lot more meat in here than what the recipe calls for. Now, don't get me wrong, it's very good with less meat, but we're all meat eaters around here, so we want more meat than what it called for. I should have drained more of that. Yeah, hang on, I'm going to drain some more of this. Much better. Right side of my skillet. All right. There we go. That's much better. Okay, now we'll get some crispy browns on here. Well, probably not, but maybe a little bit. Okay, I'm going to let that cook for about 2 minutes. And then I'll come back and put in the veggies. I'll be back. Okay, my pork has cooked long enough for me. I don't see any crispy bits, but that's all right. Now we're going to add in our cabbage and carrots. And don't forget our onions. And you can use 1/4 cup of regular chopped onions, or you can use a teaspoon of onion powder. I prefer the green onions, so there's that. Okay, I've got that mixed in real good. So I'm going to let that cook a couple of minutes. And then I'll add in our seasonings. Okay, turn the fire down. Okay. Oops. Sorry. I thought I paused you. Okay, this is done. Okay, that's done. Turn the fire off. Okay, I'm going to start my rice. So I'm going to use my rice cooker for this. Thank you, Amy, for the rice cooker. I have had this for many, many, many years. And I still use it. Okay. There's great debate over wash your rice, don't wash your rice. Well, I'm sorry, I don't. So I'm going to put 2 cups of rice in there. Along with 4 cups of water. There's 2 cups. And there's 4 cups. Okay, and I don't have what do I not have? Oh, I don't have any real butter, which is kind of disappointing for me, because I love using real butter. But I don't have it, so I can't use it. And I'm just going to put about a tablespoon of sugar in there, because I think I said at the beginning this is going to be sweet rice. And since I don't have butter, I'm going to use some margarine. About 2 tablespoons. Okay, I'm going to give this a good mix. Get off the spoon. Okay. And turn on my rice cooker. Okay, and it'll switch over to warm when the rice is done. Oh, I remembered what the third thing is that I'm going to fix. Let me clean my spot right here. Third thing is ramen noodles. I know, it's not good for you, it's not good for me, but they taste good. So that's what I'm going to make. Let's get a pot. I'm going to use this big one. I don't really need one that big because there's only 3 of us, so technically I should only be cooking 1.5 packets of ramen noodles, but yeah, no. The guys in the family would never survive on that. So I'm going to actually fix 3 packets. And don't worry if there's any leftovers, that they do reheat fairly well. So I'll have the rest of them for my lunch tomorrow. If there's any left tonight. Okay. So I just added 6 cups of water to my pot. Turn that on and let it come to a boil. All right. Oh, now it's time to wrap our egg rolls. Well, I was about to start wrapping those egg rolls when I realized something. I never did season that. I never did season this. So, okay. That would have been awful. So we're going to put, wow, that is not coming out very well, so I need a measuring spoon. Okay, since I've got extra meat in here, I'm going to put a little bit of extra seasonings. The recipe calls for half a teaspoon of salt, so I put in a heaping half teaspoon. It also calls for a half teaspoon of ginger. So I'm going to pop this top off here, just like that. And I'm going to use a slightly heaping teaspoon of ginger. Top back on, lid back on. Okay, and calls for a couple tablespoons of soy sauce. Put a little bit extra, not a whole lot. Get this all stirred around. There we go. Now it's taking the stuff off the bottom of the pan. Ooh, that smells good. Okay, now I think I have a scoop that is about, I think that's about a tablespoon. Maybe that one's a tablespoon. I need to measure. So, to measure, I'm going to get an actual tablespoon full of water, pour it into my scoop. Okay, that's 1 tablespoon and a half a tablespoon. Okay, so that one's about a tablespoon and a half. This one, the little one, is Right about a tablespoon. Okay. Something that's good to know. So, I'll use the little one and scoop twice. Because each one of these needs to have about 2 tablespoons of filling. Okay. So, as soon as that meat reheats and everything's all mixed in together, I'll be back to wrap some egg rolls. Okay. I wiped off my countertop. So now I'm going to put 2 scoops in the corner. Okay. And I'm going to wet the upper part of the triangle. And then I'm going to roll them. And there we go. Nice and neat. Okay, I'm going to set those aside. Nice and neat. Okay. Oh, I got a pot boiling way over here, so I'll be back. Okay. Now I don't know if I showed you this very well or not, but I'm going to show you the last 2. Okay. 2 scoops. For each one. Well, I'm just going to divide this up between the 2 of them. A little for you. A little for you, because I don't want to waste any of it. Okay. Then wet the upper corner with water, just plain old water. Fold this up. Kind of pull it underneath the filling. Fold one side over. Fold the other side over. And then roll it up. Just like that. Nice and pretty. Okay, last one. Wet the upper corner. Fold that over. What I try to do is I try to make this upper edge even with this lower edge. And that way, when you roll them up, it'll be pretty much even all the way up. See? See how even that is? It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Okay. Let me get rid of this stuff and we'll get over there and start frying. Okay. Oh. Got an extra one here. Stick that back in my refrigerator because, believe it or not, you can put anything you want to in these. Roll them up, fry them. It's fantastic. If you want to put scrambled eggs and bacon in here. Talking some good stuff there. Barbecue chicken would be good in there. Okay. Let me get a... Boy, my dog food bowls are trying to attack me today. Let me get a new skillet here. Oh, ramen noodles are done. Yep. The rice has clicked over to warm, so it's done. Hold on. Got a little dusty in there. Okay. There we go. Get some heat on this pan. Okay. I'm gonna put, well, I guess I'm gonna open my other bottle. I'm gonna stand this up and let it drain into the lid a little bit, because I don't like to waste. So if there's anything in there, I want to use it. Okay. Get my new bottle, because I want about ½ an inch or so in there. Okay, I'm gonna let that heat for a few minutes. I'm gonna go get my egg rolls and bring them over here, and I'll bring you back then. Okay, I think that's hot enough. I'm actually gonna turn it down a little bit. And I'm gonna start adding in my egg rolls. Same side down. Okay. And you can see these are not crowded at all, because this is a very large skillet and I love it. These need to cook 2 to 3 minutes per side, so I'm going to set my timer for 2 minutes. Oh yeah, they're already starting to brown. something to drink, so I'll be back. Okay, I flipped them once. And look how beautiful and brown they are. So these are coming out, and another batch is going in. And because this pan is so big, I only have to make 3 batches. Because it turned out that made 18 egg rolls. And I'm fitting 6 at a time in my pan here. And I'm draining them on paper towels. And I'm not going to waste this oil either. Once I'm done cooking these, I'm going to strain it into the old bottle and save it for the next time. That scared me. Okay. Yeah, I know. I should be putting them in there with the tongs. And okay. 6, 3, 6. Okie dokie. So again, I'm going to set these on 2 minutes. I'll let them cook on that side, flip them over, cook them another 2 minutes, and then I'll do the next batch. And once I get the last ones out, I'll bring you back. Okay, these are done. All right. Let me get a plate and I'll try it all out for you. Okay. Go for an egg roll. These are so good. I already know it. I got a chicken out there making a weird noise. Okay. And some of my favorite ramen noodles. Okay, and some rice. Now I gotta go easy on this rice. And the ramen noodles. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do something that might seem a little weird. But trust me, it's good. I'm going to put... Oh, there it is. I put it on the wrong carousel. I'm going to put some of my homemade, maybe, seasoned salt on this rice. I know I put sugar in it, but you know what? It's still good with a little seasoned salt on it. Okay, well, I can't exactly try it without a fork. Okay, ramen noodles. Now I knew those were good. Okay, let's try some of this rice. Mix that salt in a little bit. Ooh, that's still steaming. That's good. If you've never tried a little salt in your rice, you'd be surprised. It's very good. Okay, my egg roll. Nice and crunchy. That's good. I think I'm gonna, that is really good. I'm gonna get me a little tiny container and put some soy sauce in it to dip that in. That'll be even better. But that's perfectly fine the way it is. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go enjoy my dinner. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.